Wanna talk about the things we shouldn't say. Ask raunchy questions, get carried away. No filter, no judging, just having some fun. In the podcast we let loose and run. Got a game called Find That Penis. Don't be shy, looking for the wieners, but we won't deny that the prettiest girls, yeah, they got it all. And in the BUTTCAST we break down the wall. We'll dive into topics that make you blush. Nothing too wild, just a cheeky hush. From funky stories to confessions untold. In the BUTTCAST we're getting bold. And the BUTTCAST we're getting bold. Oh, in the BUTTCAST we let loose and run. Got a game called Find That Penis. Don't be shy, looking for the wieners, but we won't deny that the prettiest girls, yeah, they got it all. And in the BUTTCAST we break down the wall. We'll dive into topics that make you blush. Nothing too wild, just a cheeky hush. From funky stories to confessions untold. In the BUTTCAST we're getting bold.
Welcome back to the BUTTCAST Vault. We're still counting down to the birthday BUTTCAST, June 15th, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, live on my Twitch channel, links down below. In this episode, we have Almost Natural Gaming and the Gamer Gaunts. Almost Natural Gaming is maybe one of the funniest guys I've ever met, but his audio is consistently shit. The Gamer Gaunts is a very wise man who knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. I don't know if he knew what he was walking into. So go on and enjoy. All right, we're here. Welcome in, folks. Welcome, Insane Lawyer. Welcome, Massanella. We're here today with BUTTCAST episode 5. As always, my co-host, Cup of Coffee Man, on my right. And just beneath us is our lovely guest, the Gamer Gaunts. He is here today from out there in the Twitch world. And I think I met you through Spooky, who's been on the podcast. And we're gonna be grilling him on some questions.
Oh no!
At at 12, when Almost Natural has done his stream, he's gonna be joining us as well. So we're gonna save some of the harder ones for when he gets here. But there's no better way to start. Although you already know my favorite intro question, so we're gonna go with something a little bit more intense than that, but not too intense. So, the first question for you, my friend, is, would you rather that everything you ate tasted like farts, or everything you ate was like a 5-star meal, but you had to be looking at your naked mother the entire time you were eating it? Which would you choose?
Oh. Wow. Wow.
It's a lot to digest.
Okay, I'm gonna come at this with. I'm gonna kind of like briefly look at both aspects.
Yeah.
And kind of how it would tailor for me and how it might work. But I think I already know what I'm gonna settle on anyway.
Yep.
So something. Okay, so if it sits here, if it tastes like farts.
Yeah.
Is it because it's made of the same chemicals that are in actual farts?
No, your brain is just being lied to by your tongue.
Okay, I can handle that. My brain lies to me every day. Because I can sit there and go, this doesn't really taste like farts or whatever, whatever it might be. Am I aware that this is why it tastes like farts?
Are you
because
aware?
My tongue is lying to my brain.
Yeah, sure. You know, okay. you could buy a piece of steak and you would know there was no farts on it. But you cook it up, and you're like, it just tastes like farts. It's like a quadruple egger. What's going on here?
I'm just envisioning the kitchen staff just crop dusting over my steak.
I assure you, sir, there is no farts on your steak.
So, I would absolutely go with A. Is that the food tastes like farts, but I know it's not really farts. The only reason I thought about B was because without my glasses, I'm batshit blind.
Okay.
So if it's that blurry, I can always pretend it's somebody else. I have a pretty damn good imagination.
Well, a lot of people do end up going with the second option because it's not like the mother is doing anything sexual. It's kind of more like Renaissance art. Like she's just naked. It's just there.
I don't need to. There's a reason why we stop having memories at of like 3 years old and potentially seeing our parents naked and things like that. There's a reason those memories go away. I don't need those coming back.
That's fair.
That could be a real correlation.
That probably is why it goes away.
Yeah, just like having usually if you're a boy, you might shower with your dad. Like that's like that's right here.
Yep.
Like that's got to be like full like scan. Like that's going to be sizzled into your poor little formulating mind. So yeah, maybe it's a defense mechanism.
Now you see, Nella's talking shit in the chat, saying that I don't know how to put the text on the screen for people's names. The reason I don't typically do that in a specific spot is because sometimes Discord likes to just jumble them for no reason in the middle of chatting. But Gaunts, what is your actual Twitch handle? Is it the Gamer Gaunts? Where are the underscores?
The Gamer Gantz. Unfortunately, I had an old account that was Gamer Gantz, and I got locked out of it, and I could no longer get in, so it became the.
Is it with any underscores?
No underscores, all one word.
Okay, so we are going to put that in a little shout out kind of thing here.
Oh, thank you. You don't have to do that.
Well, I usually flash all the names on the screens during the thing at some point anyways. So it's going to be very big at first, and then I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm going to put it right here under your name. Under your picture, I mean. And that way, Nella can shut the fuck up. Hello, Jim. Welcome in. You know what? I'm going to put it beside your name so that if the things, beside your picture for now, in case the things at the bottom pop up like they like to do sometimes and block it. So, anybody who's not following the Gamer Gaunts, go on and give him a follow. He's a real cool guy. Insane Lawyer is here too. Welcome. How you fucking doing? Pleasure.
Oh, Mr. Lawyer.
So, what's the next question for our friend Gaunts? Would you rather that every time you had an orgasm, you had to ejaculate hot sauce or dry Captain Crunch? Now, I know you've seen this in text form, but we haven't gotten to discuss it.
Oh, all right. Hot sauce or dry Captain Crunch?
Now, they're both going to hurt just in different ways. They're both going to come out clean and ready to eat. The Captain Crunch will not make you bleed. You'll just feel like you're bleeding.
Now, for anybody potentially on the receiving end, how does it affect them?
It's going to be one of those two substances getting shot into either their mouth or other orifice or, on their titties, whatever it might be that you choose to do with it.
Oh my God. All I can think of is that old Skittles commercial from the 2000s. I think it was a German Skittles commercial or something like that. It was like their wedding night or something, and there's just Skittles everywhere.
Yeah,
I have not seen that.
I have seen that actually. He's not lying. That's a real thing where you get a from behind shot of a German man ejaculating Skittles onto a woman's like wearing a bra, and I'm pretty right. Am I not mistaken? I hope I'm not.
You're absolutely right.
Like, there's no Mandela effect happening, right? Like, he's just full on, like, it's like this. It's just going out, like it's. I don't know what they're on in Germany.
Hello, Joka. Thank you for being here.
So let's see. So the Captain Crunch,
Yep.
are they coming out whole or are they coming out in pieces?
They're in pieces. They're in pieces, but they would still feel quite sharp.
Yeah, it's
As Captain Crunch does.
If it rips up the roof of your mouth, it's gonna rip up the
Rip the urethra pretty good. But like I said, you won't bleed.
Okay. I'm gonna go with hot sauce.
Jokaju says, as the guy is about to come, he says, "Get ready for my sweetness." I don't know if
get ready for my hot sauce.
I feel like I've never had a kidney stone, but they're supposedly not big and horrifically painful, so I imagine a Skittle would be hell, let alone many Skittles.
I unfortunately have had a kidney stone.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Not pleasant. I got it on New Year's Eve at like 1 a.m.
You're like, Happy New Year!
Oh my god.
I spent about 5 hours in the ER. They came in, they go, "Oh, it's a kidney stone." It's like, yeah, no shit. I told you that when I came into the hospital. And it took me like a week and a half to pass.
Okay.
And,
that must be hell.
Of course, as with anything, everybody's, experience is different. Mine wasn't that bad. It hurt on the initial occurrence of it when it detaches from your kidney wall. After that, I had no issues whatsoever. It passed it in like a week and a half.
Oh my god.
And it was, trying to look around me, see if I had.
Do you have the kidney stone?
Those marker pins that people use for sewing? They got like the little round white heads.
Yeah.
It was about the size of one of those little white heads.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yep.
God damn. No wonder it took a fucking week.
Oh my god.
And that was about a 60% chance of passing naturally. Otherwise, they were going to have to use a tool to go out and get it.
I just want to revisit the fact that Jokajuice knows exactly what they say in that Skittles commercial.
What's going on over there, Joka? How many times you watched this ad?
She saw that one time and she's like, "Fuck, man, I'm sick of this salty bullshit. I wish guys actually were coming Skittles. I fucking love Skittles."
But answer the question, I would pick hot sauce. I'm sorry to my wife, but hot sauce is better than the other option.
Okay.
I mean, I've always proposed you could make a good business out of like being able to fucking piss hot sauce, like every morning. That's like,
I didn't even think of that. I am sure if people are gonna buy freaking Gamer Girl bathwater, I'm sure there's a market out there for
Twitch streamer dick sauce
for Gantz's special hot sauce.
Oh yeah, bro. Fucking, they already call sriracha because of the rooster on the bottle. A lot of people call it cock sauce, right? So like this would be like real cock sauce.
There you go.
So this one's an old one that I don't really ever get to ask. It always gets skipped over. So I'd like to drop it in the podcast today, or the ButtCast rather, because nobody's listening to this on an iPod. Would you guys, if you were offered free video games for life, like you never had to pay for a game ever again, but the stipulation was every time, like whenever you were playing, you would bleed out of your asshole, would you take the deal?
What kind of bleeding? Are we talking like a torrent?
No, that is a good question. It's about the rate of I would say double the rate. Oh, sorry. I was about to talk to the chat. Sorry. I would say it's about double the rate of a heavy flow period. So it's manageable. You could wear a pad because granted, you're probably only playing for like a few hours, or like you could change it out every few hours if you're going for a longer play sesh. Sorry to hear that, Joka. I hope you're okay. And thank you, Nella, for caring.
That my case, no. I hardly game as it is. aside from like Mondays and Sundays.
I was gonna say, you're a streamer. You definitely game.
Those are pretty much the amount of time that I have allotted for gaming anyway. So I mean,
there you go.
It makes no difference whether I have well, no, any game would be free, but that would be the kind of the consequence of it. So like if I decided to purchase a game, then it wouldn't happen if I was playing that game.
Oh, that is a weird. I guess I'll take it.
And what about games that are inherently free? Like
if you've bought any skins or whatever, you're bleeding. Or you've
like right, so War
skins.
Thunder, I'm safe because every skin I have is from the free community.
There you go.
But yeah, I would still say no, just because like if I was like a huge content creator, you know, and all my bills were paid with no question from, then maybe my answer would be yes. But
then the content creation would pay for it anyways, right? You'd be writing them off.
I would say no. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna say no on that one.
Okay, Coffee, I've never asked you that question. Do you have an answer for me?
If I play a video game, I bleed from my asshole?
Yes. During your entire play session, and it stops when you log out or whatever.
And what's the alternative?
It's not an alternative. It's do you take the deal? You get free video games.
I don't
all your video, yeah, all your like V-Bucks free, whatever, you know.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I would. Or yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. You know why? Here's why. Here's why I would not take that deal. Because if you balance out and like take a calculator and take how much a video game is and how much adult diapers would be each fucking like play session. I play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
I don't even think it would even out. I think I would end up spending more money because I'm not just gonna like.
You could use like a cloth and keep washing it.
Okay, well, like maybe. Well, no, and you know what?
The answer to Nella, by the way, is yes. If it's a sneeze that's gonna make your ass kind of like ooh, then more blood's gonna come out. If it's an anus rumbling sneeze, you will bleed more.
Oh my lord! Yes, I can't game in the summertime. I got bad allergies.
No, see, I would totally take the deal because I was at fucking Superstore today. To any Americans, that's a grocery store, a big grocery store here. And I saw these things called ninjamas, which were like, you know, even more sleek pull-ups that are supposed to be like, you know, they hide that you're wearing a diaper and like give you more of like the underpants comfort. I think they're designed for kids, but I imagine you could get like an adult version. Or like a version for like obese children that would fit me. And I spent a lot of money on video games. I feel like I could use that money. So I think I would personally take the deal.
Yeah, well, that's a rough deal. I mean, like, I know it doesn't hurt, right? But like, still, you got to just have a chair you really hate.
And that's got to be uncomfortable too. It's like if you're going for like a 6-hour or 24-hour stream or something, that's got to get uncomfortable sitting in a puddle of your own damn blood.
That's fair.
And then you have to also consider the fact of blood loss. Eventually, you're going to pass out.
Yeah, Nella just said, "Do you get anemic?" But I don't know about that because women bleed for 5 days and don't die.
Yeah, but it's not a constant bleed.
Yeah, but it's, like I said, it's basically 2 periods. I think a woman could survive 2 periods at the same time. She says, "Do you get anemic?" And, I mean, it depends how much you're gaming, I guess. But you could take iron pills, like...
Yeah.
I don't know if I could handle my wife getting 2 periods in 1 week.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't envy you. Dude's just like, you hear like you got like the Jurassic Park glass of water with like, oh no, oh fuck, it begins again.
It doesn't want, it wants to be fed.
Oh man. So you're a married man, right? As you just said.
Me, yes.
So say your wife told you that the only way that you were ever having sex again is if that you used one of her 2 preferred forms of lubrication. And those forms of lubrication were either extra spicy hummus or chunky blue cheese dressing. Which one would you be going with?
Chunky blue cheese dressing.
Okay, man of culture.
Mostly because hummus is still very gritty. It would be very abrasive.
Okay.
ButtBoi,
And the natural consistency of cheese, it will break down over time. So it'll just be more like this paste.
Okay.
I would hate to describe it that way in an actual scenario if that were true.
Yeah.
But it would, chunky blue cheese would end up in the long run being much more comfortable.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. It would be a little bit jarring if you had to go down on her in the middle of it, but I think you'd get used to it.
I don't mind the taste of blue cheese, so that wouldn't bother me.
I don't either, but I think something about the acidity of a woman mixed with cheese might make it kind of go off really quickly. You know,
That might be fair.
you know, I think there's some pH issues between the 2 of them.
That's why you go down before, not after.
Oh yeah, but you know, sometimes in the heat of the moment, you're like, "Give me a breather, hold on." Coffee, do you got an answer
Gotta
to
come up for
that one?
air.
It's like, he has perfect reasoning. I can't really argue with that. So
You're with him? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
United Front.
So, this one comes from my good friend Dr. Bread. He wants to know if you had to choose between being the most beautiful woman in the world but have a cock and balls, or be the most handsome man in the world with a vagina, which one would you pick?
Hey,
Yeah. The market for femboys right now is through the roof. We would just like be taking advantage of the market. If
It's
anything.
true. It's true. You
Well,
can make a lot of money.
you know,
It doesn't go out of style.
Nella, why am I in this question? It's really bold of her to feel like she's the most beautiful woman in the world. She's pretty cute. I'll give her that.
so I would.
Does that mean she has a cock too? Then, right?
She likes to pretend. I'm not sure. She won't show me. But yeah, I've been asking, but she refuses to show me this fucking penis she claims to have. Game Set Mitch says she's got a massive hog, but I don't believe she showed him.
Massive. All caps.
So also Game Set Mitch should. Why aren't you in this fucking chat right now? Like, if you got time to be in the chat, be in the actual thing.
This question brings up a saying that I've had in my own stream. Is that the game ain't the same without buttons and a joystick.
Oh, I like that.
And that's why we have Fuda.
I personally always say, you know, people are like, oh no, what if she's got a penis? I'm like, oh no, she can only do anal. If she's gorgeous, what the fuck do I care? I'll be like, just try not to touch me with it too much. We should be good. And like, if she's really pretty, I'll fucking rub it for her, whatever. I rub mine all the time.
You're a man of compromise.
Yeah. Yeah, you know,
you're a good person.
I personally think that, like, when you meet these old men that are like really homophobic, like these really old men that are like, I don't know why these guys are doing it. Those guys are like, my wife never does anal or blowjobs, and that's all these little fucking guys are doing. I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's why they're really angry. Yeah,
They're all just jealous.
These motherfuckers are running around giving each other blowjobs, fucking assholes, and I can't stand for it.
This is bullshit.
How come my
I
wife?
ain't getting any.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like, it's gonna take like one guy standing up on the table being like, have you ever thought about it this way?
yeah. Hey, fellas, Painless.
Hear me out.
Let me run you through a scenario. While we're on the subject of Dr. Bread, he had another one that I think is too easy, but I need the clip to rub it in his face that it's too easy. Would you rather have your pee-pee always be hard or always be soft?
Oh, always hard. Sorry, I know I'm very passionate about this one. Always hard. Always hard.
I would have to
Welcome
agree
in, bro,
with
like
Coffee Man. Oh, always hard, and I'm sure my wife would not complain.
There you go.
Yeah, win-win for everybody involved.
Yeah,
Right?
D-Knight agrees, or Bro Knight as we call him. He says he'd always rather have it hardy.
Joke at juice.
I don't know
hard.
if he meant...
Game set Mitch, always hard. See, this is,
There's duct tape for a reason. Yeah, you tape it down.
It's a hard world out there.
I won't
And
be
you know what-
lasting
and you
1
know what,
minute.
Men's pants. I mean, they're starting to go back to the old style where there's a little more room, so people aren't going to be noticing
Yeah.
as much. I think we're out of the hyper skinny jean phase in society, and
Nella just said, just use a jock strap, and that's how I know she doesn't have a penis. That would be fucking hell. Mitch is more on track with the tape it down. Taping it down to the leg or something, but a jock strap, just like constantly getting the front of your dick pushed, that would be horrible.
So game set Mitch, what kind of tape are you using?
He said duct tape.
Oh. Yeah, we're just gonna rip it off.
Yeah. He likes the pain.
Hey, that's fair. I'm not here to shame anybody.
There you go. We're not about kink shaming here at ButtBoi Industries.
So wait,
Yeah.
duct tape? Oh yeah, tucked it in? That's impossible. If it's
Or you could tape it up against your belly and just always wear a long shirt.
Yep.
I don't understand how anybody
Then
ever
put
suggests
ointment
that
on it
shit.
later. Tuck it in and have a mangina. That's hard to do when it's hard.
That's what I mean. You'd have to be like constantly at a forward incline, like with your back. You'd have to be like leaning forward all
All right,
the time.
guys, nice to see you again today. And
Yes, yep. This is how I always walk.
yeah. Oh, sorry, old sports injury. Oh, that's too good.
Walk around, do the stereotypical old man shuffle where it's just like your feet are moving like 6 inches at a time.
Constantly carrying 3 legs.
Yeah. Oh man, the life of a tripod. So let's bring back an old classic. If you were the last person on Earth and you could only fuck one kind of sandwich for the rest of your life, what kind of sandwich would you fuck?
Do you have to eat the sandwich after, or do you have unlimited food?
You get a fresh one every day. Whether you eat it or not is your choice. So if you didn't want to fuck a sandwich, if you didn't want to eat a sandwich you fucked, you could maybe like eat the sandwich Monday, Wednesday, Friday, fuck it Tuesday and Thursday, and then the weekends wild card. It's up to you. You could also scavenge for food, but you're the last person in the world, so you need to either start growing it or like the canned foods, I think, expire in like 5 years. So you'd be doing a lot of scavenging. Eventually, you'd have to become self-sufficient. Or just fuck the sandwiches and eat them. It's up to you.
I mean, if it's just me, who the fuck's gonna be judging me, right?
Yeah, you just ask for it without salt, and you add your own.
I would have to say, like, something super simple. It's probably going right over everybody's head, like something simple like a peanut butter and jelly.
Nice.
Yeah, that's like
or peanut butter and honey or something. Well, honey never goes bad. As long as you reheat it, because it can be reheated.
Yeah, and if you store it properly.
Yeah. Yeah, the bees might fight you when you have to go restock, but yeah, something like peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and honey or something like that, probably.
Nice. Honey would be really hard to wash off your penis, though. Mitch says it's a toss-up between egg salad and tuna. And extra protein.
Egg salad, I could see as being plausible. Tuna, it might get inside. That might get painful.
D-Knight also says hot dogs and burgers are sandwiches by technicality, and he is correct. And that's... Oh, shit! Almost natural is rating. Hopefully that means he's going to jump in with us in a moment. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm ButtBoi. This is ButtCast episode 5. To my right is my co-host and brother, Cup of Coffee Man. Right here, as you can see on the screen, is the Gamer Gantz. And hopefully Almost Natural will be joining us any moment now. And we should be great. How we doing? How are you guys? Welcome Daryl, welcome Alkin. Welcome everybody, the non-binary king. Who else we got here? He said, Almost Natural's gonna take a piss. Smoke City, we got a bunch of check-ins just bombing my ears. But we're gonna keep it going. So you said peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and honey is the sandwich you're fucking for the rest of your life if you could only fuck one sandwich as the last man on earth. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Did you want to answer, Coffee?
You know what? I just as he said,
thank you,
peanut butter
King.
jelly, I was thinking peanut butter jelly because for some reason my mind was gravitating towards meat-related sandwiches. But yeah, peanut butter jelly would be like interesting, I guess. I mean, it would be like it would be the worst cleanup, actually.
Yeah.
All things considered,
peanut butter and honey.
I thought of meat sandwiches as well, but the problem is that meat's gonna spoil within like the first week.
Yeah, but you're getting a new one each day. You're getting a fresh one every day, just magically.
Just magically fresh.
Yeah.
Smoke City says, how about peanut butter jelly with a dash of honey?
Yep.
So, like, yeah, that really does, like, it was missing something. Yeah, you can really feel the dash of honey. It's pretty good.
And Mitch said he supposes that an Arby's roast beef sandwich would be easier to envision that special lady. I've also, one of my favorite answers I've ever had is, that someone said that they'd like a ham and cheese because for some reason ham cold cuts just get wetter the longer you leave them out. So that one's also a good one.
That's information I don't need that. I mean IRL, I don't need that kind of information that the longer I let some meat sit out on the counter, the wetter it gets. And as far as game set, Mitch, with Arby's roast beef, like I have such a disdain for Arby's. I will throw hands with an Arby's employee.
Oh shit! Jim just bought a gifted sub for lovely Lucas. Thank you, Jim.
Hey, Jim, what a champ!
Like Arby's sauce is fantastic, but the quality of the sandwiches that I've had from Arby's is just utter garbage. I don't know if it's just because of where I am or what, but like I've never been impressed with Arby's actual food.
That's fair.
Sexy subs. I could go for that's not an Arby's gif, is it?
It might be. I'm just grabbing something. I just little screensaver while I step away for just a second. I can hear everything that's said, but I thought,
oh my,
give some visual aid. Give some visual aid to what you were talking about. The Arby's sandwich, it kind of, if certain women kind of look like an Arby's sandwich themselves, right? So
true, that's what Mitch was saying, and he is correct. And let's not discriminate about that because it's still wonderful.
Why am I so erect? Oh my god.
You came to the right place.
Gantz, would you rather always need to piss or always need to sneeze? Which do you think would have a less detrimental effect on your day-to-day life? Because I need Satan. Jesus Christ, no.
I need Satan.
I do need Satan, but I have him. Right here.
Let's see. Always need to piss or always need to sneeze. Now, the phrasing of the question is what's going to hang me up here is because the need to sneeze because that could equate just having the feeling of having to piss.
That is
or
a
sneeze.
good question, and that is it. You don't always have piss ready to go, but you always feel like you gotta. Or when you always need to sneeze, you're always just kind of like, you're not necessarily gonna sneeze, but you feel like you're about to.
I'd go with the feeling that I have to pee.
Wow.
You've learned to like get aroused by it or something.
This is a job related one free because I do phone calls for at least 6 hours a day. So sitting there constantly feeling like I'm going to sneeze is going to affect my job.
Okay. Yeah. And fuck, you could just, as long as they're not seeing anything below your chest, you could be pissing and they'd never know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, give me the bucket.
Just get some good noise canceling and you're good.
I couldn't stand it, man. Having to piss all the fucking time. Does that mean you like get no satisfaction from actually taking a piss then?
Yeah, you would get no satisfaction. Well, I guess you'd be satisfied as you were pissing. You'd be like, oh, thank God. But the second that stream dried up, you'd be like, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
So, guys, would you rather live your life either without legs entirely, or you still had legs, but your legs were like giant scab-covered dicks? Now, they don't work like dicks. You can't, like, masturbate them or anything. They just appear as such and work like regular legs, and you're probably going to have to get special pants and shoes. Which would you choose?
Okay, you lost me on the first half when you brought up the second half.
So you either have no legs at all, or giant scabby dick legs that just work like regular legs and not like dicks.
No legs at all, or giant scabby dick legs.
Now, I think in both scenarios you could probably collect a disability check.
While he thinks, may I interject or give my
go ahead. Yeah,
I'd choose the dicks for legs and just be a circus attraction. I just make people pay like
that crossed my mind. That crossed my mind actually.
The incredible dick-legged man.
So if I have no legs, do I still have my actual dick?
Yeah, you got a regular dick. Your dick, whatever it was before.
Okay.
Step right up and see dick leg.
Smoke City wouldn't mind not walking.
This one, there's really no lose-lose on this one. There's not exactly a win-win either, but
yeah, there's just two weird situations.
No, but if I had no legs, then like I'd have to build a ramp or whatever to get into the basement
or get one of those like the chair things like along the side of the stairs.
I feel like there'd be more expense involved with not having legs than having scabby dick legs.
Fair.
I'll take the scabby dick legs.
Oh, Game Set Mitch may have a question. Okay.
Let's hear him out.
Would you rather have sex with a goat and it's already fucking gone. Hold on. All right, Almost Natural is here just in time.
Okay, hold on.
Where did it go?
Figure this bitch out.
Here we go. So the question
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh,
I can hear you just
you.
fine. We just can't see you yet.
You're gonna have to move that name soon.
Yep. I'm gonna switch them around. So, the question we had from our good friend, Game Set Mitch, was: would you rather have Fuck, sorry. Would you rather have sex with a goat and no one finds out, or not have sex with a goat and everyone thinks you did? What a great question.
Dude,
That is
I'd
a
rather have
fantastic-
sex with the goat because at least I'm getting off.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna take sex with the goat, and nobody knows.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd have to just that poor goat has to take one for the team.
Almost natural. You have a crazy green screen setup.
I do.
You have a green room.
Almost. I've been trying to. I was gonna paint the whole room green, but it became cheaper just to buy green screens off Amazon for $13 a piece.
There you go. Fuck yeah. I always thought that yours looked pretty crisp, like you weren't just using a regular program. It's real green screen, eh?
Well, I did the program for way too long, and it started asking me for money, and I was like, no, I'm broke.
$13 screens. I like it. And I love your mug.
Oh, thank you. You haven't even seen the best part yet.
That is amazing.
It's a fucking pipe. It's a fucking pipe.
Oh, this is the best guest we've ever had.
I don't know. Sammy B does porn, so that's also a pretty
Wait, what now?
In front of us.
our friend Sammy B, who was here last week and didn't make it this week, he does pornography.
Oh, geez.
And apparently makes a decent amount of money from it.
Dude, I'd open up an OnlyFans too if I wasn't so fucking ugly.
Yeah, I think you're a pretty handsome man. Especially with the haircut. You're looking good today.
Yeah.
Trying to look crisp.
So, did you guys, I know we got Almost Natural's answer to Mitch's question. Are you guys fucking the goat and having no one know, or are you gonna not fuck the goat and have everyone think you did?
Oh, no. Fucking the goat.
There you go. Coffee?
Yeah. Just like I said earlier, that goat's taking one for the team. I'm not, well, you know what? I'm Scottish anyway, so it's kind of that way as it is.
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
It's
so,
usually
maybe
sheep with our people, but, you know, whichever.
Yeah. But I'm
Goat's
also
not that
Irish,
far off.
so
They're both delicious.
I hate to renounce my Scottishness, but I am half Irish, and usually when people ask me, I say, "Oh, I'm Irish." I just keep out the sheep fucking part.
Smoke City says, why do you think he said goat right away? Well, he explained. He said at least that way he gets off.
Exactly.
All right.
For
Okay.
yourself.
Now that everybody's here, let's move on to some brand new, never before heard questions.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
So, you guys, would you rather only be able to get hydration from sucking on an old lady's tits or an old man's toes? Which would you choose?
Oh, old lady's tits, easy.
Oh, dude, tits are tits.
Tits or tits?
Yeah.
Didn't
My old
expect that to
lady
be so easy.
Yeah, man, we were guilt.
Yeah.
We're guilt lovers.
I thought maybe some people liked.
Joke.
What did she say? Goat fuckers.
For some reason, the emotes got me, and I don't know why.
You know, because that was a question from Mitch, I feel like I'm obligated to answer, and I'd be fucking the goat too, for the record.
Guilt fuckers.
Toes are nasty in Smoke City's opinion. D-Knight will tell you the same thing, but frankly, I don't fucking believe him. You know why, though? Because every time feet come out, he's like, I think someone's got me coming out of their speakers. If so, turn it down just a little bit.
That's me.
So every time someone mentions feet, he's like, I don't like toes or lactation. And I'm like, nobody brought up lactation. Why are we denying both? So I think for sure that guy likes both of those things. Yeah, see, Nella says he actually loves it. So we were all tits on that question. This next one, do you need a second almost?
He needs almost a second.
He almost needs a second.
He almost needs a second. He almost needs almost a second.
No. Can you hear me now?
Yep, 100%.
I just had to move you over to the headphones.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, guys, this is I thought this up half an hour before the stream, and I really like this question. It's also because I'm trying to choose between two very real sponsors, and they don't like having their competition on the same stream. So this will help us get some answers into what people are more interested in. So you're trapped in a hole, and you're slowly starving to death, and someone throws 2 bags of food into the hole. One of them is Doritos that are just soaked in diarrhea, and the other one are Cheetos Puffs that are soaked in piss. Which one are you going to eat to save your life?
I fucking hate Cheetos Puffs. Like, I only hate 3 foods, and Cheeto Puffs is all 3 of them.
Well, I gotta tell you,
I'm taking the piss Cheetos because piss is at least sterile.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Almost Natural's answer is really gonna upset the people over at Pedos. But
Pedos. Can we not say that because that's gonna get misconstrued?
Gamer Gonz's answer is really gonna upset the people over at Diarrhetos.
There we go.
So, and it was P-Toes with a T.
Diarrhetos.
So I'm not sure I'm getting either of those sponsorships, but how are you going to tilt the scales there, Coffee?
I mean, oh, Jesus. Yeah, the piss Cheetos, because, like, unfortunately, oh, God. Like, at least shit is septic too, right? Like, and the thing about the piss Cheetos is that, like, as soon as a fucking Cheetos puff gets wet, that shit turns into mush. So you're gonna be eating this like piss Cheeto porridge fucking concoction, and that's gonna be not entirely pleasant. Yeah, wait, I think we have an
That's why
objection
I'm
to that.
saying diarrhea nachos. Doritos nachos.
Do I have the option to take the bags and throw them back up out the hole?
You could,
Yeah,
but
can
then
you
you're
starve
definitely
yet?
starving.
Oh, the puppy!
Yeah, that puppy's confused. That puppy's name is Gringito, so he's just hearing Diarrhito, and he's like,
Who's my little diarrhito? Who's a diarrhito?
yeah, like, who are you talking about?
She's like, I keep hearing Ito.
Yeah.
Game Chat Mitch says he has another question, so I'd really like to know what it is. But in the meantime, let's ask you guys. You're kidnapped. I fucking like this question too. Oh, wait, hold on. Game Set Mitch has his question ready already. Would you rather eat out the butt of a crippled senior citizen once a month for a year, so 12 times, or make a large cup of hot tea from your mother's used tampon and drink it once? I'm going with the senior citizen, frankly.
Fucking coffee man's face.
Well, we have the same mother, too, so... That's a fantastic question, though.
It's just a random senior citizen. It's not like my aunt or something weird like that.
No, he didn't specify, but they are crippled for some reason. I don't know why that changes how their ass is. But
they won't feel it. So you have to eat it for longer.
Exactly. Because you probably got to do it till they come.
That might take forever.
No, this question doesn't state a time limit on eating the butt. You could just sit there, you could tongue it a couple times and be done with it and only have to do it 12 times.
I don't know. Would you really consider that eating an ass, though?
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, they're crippled so they don't use a proper bathroom, he says.
Wait.
That's even better, though. They got people wiping their ass for them.
Yeah, someone's doing a good job.
Is it just myself and the crippled person in the room?
Or are we
Probably.
doing it in the middle of the foyer of the fucking nursing home?
Wait, are we in private?
I mean, at least either that or at most, I think a support worker.
Oh no. I need a definitive answer here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's gonna make or break it.
Yeah,
More like
come on.
eating your vegetables, says Joker Juice.
This is part of my point. Is there a governing body, or is it just us two?
Yeah, Mitch, this is an important fucking distinction, man.
Oh, it's his, I guess. Yeah,
Are
I
there
forget.
rules I have to follow?
You know what? I'm gonna take executive charge here and say that it is complete privacy.
Then yes, because then I can totally fucking abuse it and just.
Oh,
basically,
he's
like,
saying
pretend-
assistive nurse.
Ah, so she'll rat me out because I was just gonna be like, he's turned around, he's crippled, he ain't gonna feel shit. So I can be like, I can just make like num 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 sounds
Yeah,
like
you
a dog
spit on your
drinking
hand
water.
and
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm finished.
Can I take out the nurse?
She's there to
out?
hold.
like you're
she's
gonna
there to
murder a
hold the camera
lady?
for my
Like I'm gonna make this
okay.
dark. Am I able to take out the nurse?
You mean murder her?
Yes.
You make your own decisions on murder, buddy.
Yeah, I like that point. Almost natural. Once like the third person to be his OnlyFans cameraman.
Yeah.
I gotta make some money off of it.
Yeah,
That's my blue light special.
You know what? I'll go with the senior citizen, I guess, because it's a person that's like actively being maintained by an assistant. It's going to be cleaner. It's not like they're just sitting in a thing of filth.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, he says citizen. That means it can be a fucking lady. As long as you're just like.
I mean, I
okay
think
with
it's
eating
a
out
it's a random person every time, so you know it's gonna be a mixed bag.
Oh yeah, it's true. They'd be like,
They got a
oh,
Santa stack and they just pull out this withered old person.
You know,
yeah,
I'm
you're
really
like- dude.
I'm
Sorry,
really
I was just gonna say.
I'm really
No, go ahead, go.
I'm really sad Sammy didn't show up because I wore my special shirt for him today. The old
Don't believe me, I'll come.
Hey, wow, that's a cute shirt.
thanks. And it matched my Teddy
Down
Fresh
again.
jersey, so
Crown or Jim?
Jim, definitely. I may be Canadian, but Crown Royal's kind of shit.
Crown Royal is kind of shit, but when you mix it with fucking Starry, that shit tastes amazing.
With what?
Starry, it's some newfangled fucking soda they got out now from Pepsi.
You guys get all the cool shit. You guys get all the cool
It's
shit.
a different name. It's all because they didn't have big enough penis to keep their same name. They
That's
were
fair.
afraid of defending Sierra.
Yeah, shove off, Sierra. There's time to make room for Starry.
Yeah, you bitch.
Yeah, it's like the new mug root beer.
We don't drink Starry down here.
You ever try that Jim Beam Red Stag? That shit's real good.
That's what we just poured in there.
Nice. Fuck yeah, that's a good
I
choice,
got
bro.
I got sick off Jim Beam. I don't touch Jim Beam anymore.
Fair
I
enough,
don't
that'll
trust-
happen.
Oh,
I don't
What's
trust
that?
vodka.
Vodka's my
Vodka's
utility
up to
drink. I'm a whiskey
I
enjoyer, but vodka's a utility drink.
I can do whiskey and basically anything except vodka. Jim Beam, I won't drink it just because
Trauma.
personal events. But yeah, trauma. That's a great word for it. Trauma.
Yeah.
Vodka, for whatever reason, anytime I drink vodka, I get violently like I will throw up like a dozen times.
I'm on you
Like
with
my
that
body will just purge it, no questions asked.
I'm not big on pure potato vodkas, but like Stoli, which is a half rye, half potato, or like Sobieski, which is all rye, or Vyborova, I like those. The rye vodkas are pretty good.
Ciroc is good for a couple drinks, and then I'm sick. I can't do vodka either.
Miss Blazing Fire, tequila and me are friends.
Oh man,
a little bit more than we probably should be.
only in a margarita for me.
Certain tequilas are really, really nice. You can find some that are just like water.
Oh, that's a nice tequila, actually.
You know what? Like the trick, I don't know whether it applies to all shots, but I was taught by a good friend when you take a shot of tequila, like the whole if you want to do the salt and lime thing for fun, like, you know, it's a interesting taste, I guess. But like, you just have to exhale all of the air out of your fucking body through your mouth. Just exhale, have no air in your lungs as you shoot it back, and it'll be like nothing. It's like completely takes. Yeah. Give that a try if anybody's having tequila on this nice Saturday night.
Almost is going to try
Let's
it for
give it
you.
a try.
So
Let's give it a
guys,
try.
Yeah, you just like exhale fully out of your mouth, and then once you feel like all the air is gone out of your lungs, you just shoot her back.
That was pretty smooth.
Yeah,
I like
yeah, it's
Wow.
like really, it's effective. Yeah, I haven't had a person deny it so far that I've told, and they've tried. It's a good trick, and plus, it makes you look badass because everybody around you at the table is going to be like, "Ugh," and you're just going to be fucking stoic. You're going to look like a G.
So guys, you're kidnapped, and the only way to get your freedom back is to participate in one of the two following kinds of pornography for their little video they're making. The first one is two Asian girls regurgitating each other's vomit into your mouth. And the second one is one really big black dude just mouth fucking you with a steel dildo until you got no teeth left. Which one are you gonna choose to get your freedom back?
Oh, see, I'm having the Gamer Gans problem. The second half traumatized me so. But what's the first one again?
The first one was the first one is two Asian girls regurgitating each other's vomit into your mouth, and you have to swallow it.
Oh, I'm taking A.
God damn you.
I'm taking A.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to take B because vomit.
Yeah, but I like having my teeth.
You can get new ones.
Yeah, but dentures, man. Never have to brush them again.
Implants, yeah.
Nah, too much bullshit. I'll just take the vomit, deal with it once, and just be done with the damn thing.
Well, like
I'm gonna meet Tyrone in the back alley. We're gonna get it over with.
Well, I mean, I'm not proud to admit that I chose B already.
You still got most of them.
He's a gentle black man.
Mrs.
Proving my point.
Mrs. Blazing Fire said she's going with ore.
Right?
Guys, would you rather have no genitals or no limbs?
So be a Ken doll or a G.I. Joe.
Yep.
No genitals or no limbs.
No limbs. You can create crazy stories. I lost this in Vietnam.
Yeah.
That leg right there. Lost it fighting a shark.
I lost the other leg fighting my wife.
Okay, Lorena Bobbitt.
What do we think?
You know what? I'm going to take the no limbs, and you guys are going to love the reasoning. I'm going to make a dead accurate Seamus cosplay from Family Guy.
Very good. Insane Lawyer did ask, can I get fake limbs later like Lieutenant Dan? Sure you could, but like 4 of them would be very fucking complicated. You still wouldn't be able to do much with them. They'd basically be for show. So almost coffee. Either you guys have a decision on that?
You know what? I guess I choose having no limbs. Just because then, like, I don't have to worry about, like, you know, get to be a bottom for life. That's like,
Yeah, exactly. That's
like
what I was thinking.
There you
Be
go.
like, sorry, baby, I'd be on top if I could,
Yeah,
but you know.
you can be a like lousy fuck the rest of your life and just be like, oh well, like you can't. You're on top again tonight.
Well, I'd choose no limbs and then go into porn.
Exactly.
Easy access.
You just be the human stump. People are gonna pay for that OnlyFans.
If she sits on your face, there's no way you're getting her off you either. So if you suffocate and die, then that's the way it's meant to be.
Yeah, you can't tap out. You can't tap out.
There's no tapping out with your hand on her thigh.
Real men don't tap out.
Trying to tap out with your tongue.
Yeah, you start getting Morse code, SOS, with your tongue.
You got to tongue punch it as hard as he can to get her to pay attention.
Oh, man. Would you guys rather start every day of your life with a cum shot to the eyes or with piss to the eyes?
Piss to the eyes. It's easier to wash off.
Fair.
And again, piss is sterile.
But piss, your piss is sterile to you.
Only your piss is sterile to you. And fun fact.
I'd still take piss to the eyes.
Fun fact is only sterile the first time. So like if you're stuck in the desert and you drink your own piss and now you got to piss it out again, it's become too like enlaced with toxins for it to be sterile to you anymore.
And there's just such a classification that makes things sterile. Like I can light up a crack pipe and it's technically sterile.
Yeah.
But truthfully, both are good for your skin. Piss is in a lot of makeups, and
is it?
I've never heard anybody complain about a cum shot.
I mean, except for when she says, "Not." I said, "Not in my hair."
Well, that's a problem too. Is that like anybody who's a guy or has experienced it at all knows that cum and cold water or even hot water do not mix. It like turns into glue.
It's like hydrophobic.
Yeah, and it's a pain in the ass to get off. So I'm taking piss, rinse off my face real quick, and go about my day.
Joka says I already do. Hey, sorry, go ahead.
Oh my, Joka.
Sorry, almost what were you saying?
I'm gonna stick with the cum because nobody said it was male cum.
It's male cum. It's not squirt. Because squirt is already partially piss, right? So that would defeat the purpose.
Yeah.
Still, I'm gonna take the cum.
Yeah.
You rub that shit like lotion. Call it a day.
That's fair. I did once have a girl ask me to cum in her eyes, and I did. Because it seemed like fun. And it was. And apparently that's what Joka does too. I don't know anyone else besides those two who like cum in their eyes. Coffee? You got one for me?
I'm gonna I'm gonna invoke my or answer.
Easy.
All right, well, you don't get two. So, would you guys, on that note, would you guys rather do a line of vomit or shit?
Oh, come on.
I'm more comfortable with shit than vomit. Vomit instantly accesses that gag reflex, and I start puking, which causes them to start puking, and then I start puking. It's an endless vicious cycle that can power the world.
Sorry, Joka Juice said make them burn, LOL. What a fun girl. Anybody else on the vomit or shit line?
They say money can't buy happiness.
Vomit line because I'm gonna puke right after.
Thank you for the bits, Jim. I very much appreciate them. Thank you so much.
So it's like you're just getting a slight preview of what's to come anyway. You fucking like snort a line of shit, you're just gonna puke anyway, and then shit and puke in your nose. So it's like that's, you know.
If you think about it, when you smell a fart, you're technically smelling little shit particles.
Yep.
Already.
You're just smelling them a lot more.
Yeah, you're just smelling fart straight to the dome.
Yeah, if it's like, and if it's so bad in its molecular form that you can smell it, so it's like, imagine how bad it is all the way like in your nasal canal down your throat. It would be like,
I mean, I guess I'd go with vomit. I don't like either option. I truly don't, but I guess I'd go with vomit.
I think I'd go vomit too. I used to do cocaine, so I threw up a lot back in the day. I think I could handle it.
Cocaine.
Nice. Well, I hope you've got it under control. So you guys,
When in Vegas.
you're offered the opportunity to resurrect one person, anyone that ever lived, but would have died, because otherwise why the fuck would you resurrect them? But the caveat here is that to do so, you need to blow your least favorite uncle. Would you take the deal?
I don't have any uncles.
We'll appoint you one. We will appoint you an uncle.
Oh shit! Damn it! All right, then I pick war.
He's using his Mrs. Blazing Fire sanctioned ore. Everybody gets one.
nice.
No, I won't use the sanctioned orders. Does anybody know
No.
what I've done?
Well, your uncle knows, but that's about it.
he looks like his name is about to be like called for an Oscar. He's got the Lenny pose.
He's like,
And the award goes to.
I'm trying to think of who I would resurrect before thinking of the other part. Like who could I resurrect that would be worthy of me doing that?
Oh no, I know that I'm willing to do that. The question is, who's worthy of me doing that? And it's stuck between Kurt Cobain,
okay.
because I'd love to hear what he continued to put out as he continued to grow musically, and Abraham Lincoln. Just to see him flip out at all the fucking crazy shit we got today. I don't even care about the anything else that he was president or anything else. I just want to see him flip out
Nice.
with a hole through his head.
Once had a guy tell me he'd bring back Hitler so that he could kill him himself. Which is a really weird reason.
That's legit.
It's a really weird reason to blow your uncle, though. I think I'd probably use it on someone I cared a little more about. Jimi Hendrix, maybe.
I would bring back Sir Christopher Lee.
Okay.
That'd be a great answer. Survey says
I'd bring back George Carlin 100%.
No, see, I'd bring back Norm Macdonald.
Fair.
Norm Macdonald for me, but similar idea.
I thought you said Ronald McDonald for a minute.
No.
Like, he died?
all great answers.
And of course, that just brings my memories back to the Waking Up with the King commercial series that were like in the mid 2000 teens.
Oh, I remember the Burger King video games.
You mean like 4 years ago?
Oh man, different
Don't
time.
make me feel old.
Would you guys rather always be covered in skunk spray or always have second-degree burns all over your feet?
Oh my
Second
God.
degree burns.
Ooh, that's gonna be a hard life.
I'd rather be sprayed in skunk spray because God invented Febreze.
Okay, you just like use a lot
You'll
of
just douse
Febreze.
yourself every day.
No, I've had third degree burns, and I'm going to tell you, second degree burns fucking suck.
Oh man, I would.
I've had second degree sunburn, and I managed. So if I can manage that, then I think I'd be all right.
The thing is, with Almost Natural's approach, if people were still like, you know, not fucking with him because he smelled like a skunk, he could sue Febreze and say, like you said, it could eliminate the worst odors. And I used 17 fucking gallons of that shit. It cost me a lot of fucking money.
Natural is going to.
Yeah. I filled my goddamn pool. It cost me $17,000.
Natural is going to redesign his house where he's going to have his bedroom. He's going to have like a step down tank where he walks into it, walks across, and then walks back out.
He sleeps in a water bed filled with Febreze.
He's literally in the waterbed. He's not just on top of it.
Just his head's peeking out.
My wife can wear tampons in the nose when we fuck.
Yeah.
No, I like the second degree burns all over the feet because I could just like, you know, the best case scenario of that is that you become like a David Goggins kind of like mentally unbreakable person. Like nothing else will ever phase you in your life because you're like, yeah, you think that's bad. Like,
look at my feet.
Yeah,
you're being held hostage and they're threatening to torture you. It's just like, do me a favor, pull off my shoes and socks for a minute, and take a look at my feet. You can't do worse than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look at my feet.
So, you guys, this is another one that came. Most of these last few have been from like literally 10 to 15 minutes before the podcast. Would you rather have sex with someone who had the world's hottest body but the head of a fish, or someone who had the world's hottest head but the body of a fish? Which would you choose?
Body.
Head of a fish.
Body.
That's what paper bags are for.
Body of a woman.
Head of the fish, body of a woman.
Could you imagine trying to fuck a fish?
That would be really slippery.
They got no vagina. They'd be laying eggs, and you'd just be jerking off in a corner onto them. Fucking a fish.
The eggs got to come out of some sort of hole.
Didn't Futurama have an episode about this?
That was with a mermaid. She only had the lower half of a fish. She didn't have like neck down fish going on. She still had nice tits.
Like, what does that even fucking look like?
Joe, you said you guys all already fuck goats. What's wrong with fish?
That's amazing.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Woman body with, like, you know.
Well, is it just the head, or is it the body? Like, is it torso? Like,
oh, yeah.
I'm
Neck
a tit
down.
man over an ass man.
Yeah, I'm an ass man over a tit man, but either way, it's neck down, so you're not getting either of those if she's got the beautiful head.
No, see, if she's just got a fish head, that's fine.
Just a fish head.
I mean, I've fucked ugly women before.
Me too.
I just need that vagina in the tit. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, you know, you just ignore the rest of it. Try not to make eye contact.
But yeah, hot body, fish head. That's my answer.
Coffee?
Oh, yeah. Hot
I'm
body
going to say that's number one answer.
Yeah.
Like, just emotionless.
All right, Regis, did we win $1 million?
Not yet.
Can he fuck the fish? Will he fuck the fish?
Jerry Springer camera pans over the guys who actually fucking a fish.
Yeah.
See, Jerry Springer would have been a great guy to bring back too. My uncle and I would have been on his show the next day.
You would have. Oh, man. Would you guys rather be famous with a tiny, tiny little micro penis or a huge dicked janitor?
I'd rather be famous now.
Wait.
Repeat
the question.
You already got the tiny penis. Give him the fame.
I choose to be Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill.
Oh my god.
too good. Gantz, how you feel about this?
So it was a micro penis, but like everlasting fame,
Yep.
or a janitor, and I've got like an 8-inch, 3-inch girth piece of schmeat in my pants.
However big you want, buddy.
Why would you stop at 8 inches at that point?
I mean, once you
Because
get
anything
past 10,
anything bigger, and she's gonna need a trip to the fucking ER, dude.
Well, I get it. That's the point of 12 inches if you don't got a box to stick it in.
yeah.
But you make porn, and that's money.
No,
So
you're
if
stuck.
you're
You're stuck as a
big-ass
janitor.
dick,
You're
Yeah,
stuck as a janitor.
you can be baghead janitor. I watch porns where they're blowing the guy's face. I'm not interested in him.
It's true. But yeah, you would be stuck as a janitor. You can't work in porn, but you could probably swing some real nice ladies.
No, I'm gonna be a janitor. I'm gonna be like the Batman of dicks. Totally unsuspecting dude by day, and the people who know, you know.
Almost has his hand up.
I'd like to switch my answer. I like his point. I could fuck all the teachers of the school.
Oh yeah,
with my big
definitely.
ass
Yeah,
versus being known for the guy with the world's smallest penis.
Joka says we don't want much more than 8, so she is saying that she's ready for 9, but no further.
I'm pushing it.
that's it.
Maybe a 9.5.
Okay,
but
this
barely
one.
pushing.
This one's a pretty old one that I don't think I've asked on the ButtCast yet, but it is kind of similar to something that just maybe 10. It is kind of similar to
Joker, now you're
something.
just getting greedy.
It'll happen. It's kind of similar though to what Mitch asked earlier, but slightly different. You're offered free drugs and alcohol in any quantity for life, but every month you have to go down to the local old age home and have sex with one of the residents at random. You're not choosing them. You're not choosing the gender. One will be assigned to you, and you gotta lay some pipe. Do you take the deal?
I missed the first part. I was so traumatized.
You get free drugs and alcohol at any quantity for life, but you have to go lay some pipe at the old age home once a month.
Dude, only have to lay pipe once a month and go out like Jimi Hendrix? That sounds great.
Yeah.
So I can just possess any amount of drugs I want?
Yeah, or
For
alcohol.
free?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would just, fucking euthanize all those old people. And
Oh
then-
no, there's always going to be old people. But
No,
you
no,
could.
no, no.
We're talking about necrophilia now.
All right, guys. All right. Weed and mead, bring it on.
But yeah, I could just completely raise my own cartel empire
Yep.
through laying pipe at old women,
And men.
oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then,
Hey man,
Hey,
this is like a
hey,
beats
a
everything.
booty hole is a booty hole.
What
You're
was
right.
that?
A booty call is a booty call, he said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I respect those answers. I really do.
I got a question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Back to the Future or Jurassic Park? Which one would you make real?
Oh, Back
Jurassic
to the
Park.
Future.
Jurassic
Because
Park.
Jurassic Park
Absolutely.
always goes wrong.
Yeah, but that's okay. People say eat the rich. I know where to put them. We don't have to eat them. The dinosaurs will eat them.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'd choose Back to the Future as well.
Yeah, dinosaurs just to finally settle the fucking feather bullshit and the noise.
Well, Back to the Future, you could go back and see the dinosaurs,
Yeah, you still could.
or you can go back and stop your mom from fucking your dad and never be born, and
Yeah.
then, oh, okay.
Or you could be your own dad.
Oh,
That's not
Futurama.
how that works.
No, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Jurassic Park, even knowing what will happen. Like, I will just sit there and just rain chaos just to watch it happen.
You know,
I'm okay with that.
you know the real issue with going back and becoming your own father or your own grandfather really is that like now the genetic pool is not as varied. So like the second you come and change the timeline, now you're like disfigured or like
You got like a hunchback and your arm is like twisted up behind your back and shit.
you're like,
You got one eye.
This was a terrible idea. Then you got to go back again and be like, "Don't fuck mom, don't fuck mom." Oh god.
Oh my god.
Would you guys rather have to take a prison shower with inmates that all had HIV or take a ride in a submarine with billionaires?
Oh, I'm going on a submarine ride.
You roll the
Like, if
dice?
I'm gonna die, I want it to be quick.
I've already taken prison showers. Let's roll with the billionaires.
Fuck yeah, you gotta mix it up, right?
Yeah, gotta try new things.
Yeah, it would be the ultimate gameplay experience before you die.
Yeah. You'd be like, hey,
Joke.
I see you've got
There you
that.
go,
No,
living
hold on,
in a yellow
hold on.
submarine.
Is it a Logitech controller
I was-
controlling this?
I was gonna say,
Or
I'd be
is
like,
it an authentic PlayStation? Because
I
if
was-
it's an authentic PlayStation, I trust it.
I was gonna
Because
say,
it's
I
Logitech.
would show up and be like, hey, I see that Logitech controller and I brought my DualSense for you.
We're gonna give you a free upgrade here.
Hey, I brought the whole driving wheel, you guys. It's authentic. I used it for Forza. You guys can have it. You're gonna kill me. As long as my son doesn't go to a Blink 182 concert, I'm
Welcome
fine.
in,
I
McLean.
can survive, right?
Lord God, you protect
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good. That is too good. That's a real good answer. So, would you guys rather spend an entire day with unwashed balls in your mouth or unwashed toes in your mouth?
Unwashed balls or toes?
Balls or toes? Oh,
This is my or answer. I'm going to stay out of it because balls and toes.
He's cashing
Like
in the
nothing.
Mrs. Blazing Fire special.
do I get to pick whose toes?
No.
Thank you, Mrs. Blazing
Damn it.
Fire, for sponsoring.
No. To make it even more saucy, they're both mine.
No. Neither.
Gaunts, you still have an or.
He used one.
No, he took it back and then answered the question.
Oh,
He
did
decided he
Shit.
was gonna save it for later.
I still don't think this is worthy of the.
I gotta let you know though, at a certain point we're gonna get to level 3 and I'm not gonna let any more ores be on the table.
Ugh.
That's fine. Mine's off the table as long as I don't have to suck on no toes or balls.
Oh, you know, I'm sorry. I don't wish to offend you, but I'm gonna take the toes and not the balls. Everybody deserves a happy ending, but
I'm fine with it. I'm not offended.
Tarantino route. Let's go his way.
cocaine at the
Yeah.
daycare when I'm on my shift.
Now-
when I'm
I'll
as
take the
high
toes.
as your heavenly grace,
Coffee,
Lord
you
God,
are my brother,
protect
so it doesn't have to be my balls or toes. It's almost naturals.
Ooh. So they're just normal balls.
His balls are
yeah.
always unwashed.
God told me if I touch my balls, I'm gay.
Oh man, yeah. I wish I didn't use my or.
Wait, is this a new question or did you reformat it?
I reformatted it for him because I'm not trying to put my balls in my brother's mouth.
Oh,
So I made
it my balls and your toes, or is it my balls and my toes?
No, it's all you. It's all you.
Don't take the toes. Don't take the toes.
Don't lick my toes, please.
You will end up with diseases they've never discovered before.
Like fucking scurvy 2023.
Super scurv.
Super scurv.
You thought gonorrhea was bad. Wait till you try the toarrhea.
Wait till you get Scovid 23.
Scovid.
I'm sorry. We got a man.
Why does that sound like a rapper name or something like that?
Lil Scovid. Lil Scovid
Dude, I'm
on
going
the
to the
beat.
Scovid concert.
It looks like I'm about to launch my rap career under Little COVID.
Yep. Either Lil Scovid or Young Scovid. It's got to be one or the other.
Lil Scovid rolls off the tongue better.
All right,
Little COVID, and then my son could be a different variant.
yeah. He could be Young
what were the
Scovid.
dumbass variant names? What were
Yeah. Delta.
Like,
Fucking.
Little Omicron.
And they skipped one because they thought it would be offensive. I can't remember which one it was. Oh fuck.
yeah, I remember when they announced Omicron, I thought like of like a transformer with just like,
Yeah.
with like pestilence around it, you know, like this like green mist.
Cocaine at the daycare.
And it
When
just-
I was on my shift, when I was high of your heavenly grace, Lord God, you protect me.
Omicron's rollout. Thank you for being here, Cold Fusion.
Booster shots.
All right, Coffee. I'm gonna send you a question real quick to ask these guys while I take a piss and grab 2 more beers. Can you handle the co-host responsibility there?
Yeah,
I will not
absolutely.
respect his authority.
Tell me when you've pulled it up, and then I'll go
No,
take
I got it right here. Go ahead.
All right, you go ahead.
Take your leave. Take your leave. All right. Well, my question for you is: would you rather shout as loud as you can, like Goku, to get aroused, or squirt sour milk out of your nostrils when you come?
I'm yelling like Goku. Like I want people to be calling the fucking cops, and when the cops come to the door, I explain to them what's going on.
Yeah, it's like
Again, I'm sorry.
what you want me? You need a repeat? It was to get aroused, you have to shout as loud as you can, like Goku. Or every time you come, you gotta shoot sour milk out of your nostrils.
What?
Yeah, I just read them. I didn't write this one specifically. This is I think it's a clear-cut decision, personally speaking.
Yep, yeah, definitely A.
Definitely was screaming like Goku. My neighbors are calling the cops, wondering what the fuck's going on.
It would just look amazing. It would just be the funniest looking thing because you'd have to like clench your fists and you just like
No, see that one's easy to imagine, but I'm having a hard time imagining the sour milk coming out your eyes
yeah.
like you're coming.
People would just think you came so hard it came out of your nose as well, and then you'd be like, "What the fuck is that smell?" You'd be like,
What the fuck is that smell?
Yeah, ruin the bedspread every single time you fucking come.
Ruin the breadspread and ruin the mood. Ruin the girl or the guy.
Yeah, you're never having sex after that.
Well, that's how you get rid of the. Well, to be fair, that's how you get rid of the shitty date.
Yeah.
I'd say, would you like? I have a question. I hate to get political here, but would you rather be first gay man to Donald Trump or to Joe Biden? Like televised.
Damn, I
always on
couldn't use
TV
my
with him.
short answer now. I would have chose Kanye.
Well, maybe if he becomes president in the 2024 edition of ButtCast, if that ever happens.
All I have to say is either way, you're fucked.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, who do I think has the bigger cock? Like, Trump's got
Biden.
small hands, but he's really tall.
No, I'm going to say it has to be Biden. I have to say Trump probably has a micro penis, and that's why he's so aggressive about it. He's got to hide the fact that he's got a micro penis. And Biden is probably got, like, just this average size, you know, just layman's penis. Just regular size. In that case, I'd have to take Trump, you know? He'd barely penetrate, but he'd show my cheeks a fun ride.
But Biden might forget he's fucking you like 2 minutes in.
Well,
What are you doing here?
yeah, you just have to,
I'm going.
I'm coming. What was I doing again?
And then you just blink out. This is
I'm going to go with
Jason's
Joker
or.
on this one. This is I don't discuss politics as much as possible, joking or otherwise. I'm going to go with Joker. This is going to be my or.
Okay. All right.
fair game.
I feel
fair
like
game.
at the end of the day, I really need to see both those dicks first. You gotta see the presidential penis.
Once you see those dicks, you might want both.
Oh, that's true. You never know. All right, guys. I think it's time now that everyone's burned their ore for us to go on to level 3, and we're gonna use the classic level 3 questions because I love them. So the first level 3 question is: someone has planted a bomb inside your grandmother, and you're standing right next to her. And the only way to defuse it before it goes off 3 seconds from now is to reach up inside her coochie hole and pull out a bunch of wires. Do you save grandma, or do you guys die together?
My grandma's already dead, so
We're bringing her back.
oh shit.
ButtBoi
Yeah,
Industries
he's-
will revive.
I'd be sparing us both.
Now this being a life, altering scenario, I would save grandma.
Okay, you're a hero. You're a hero.
No, it's going to be one of those things that the family doesn't talk about, but I'm going to save grandma.
Yeah. No one's gonna have to be saying why you saved or how you saved grandma. Just
Well,
that you saved grandma.
Well, you see, if grandma's already dead and they brought her back to life,
Yep.
the question is no longer you saved grandma.
Are you saving a zombie?
Did grandma get back? I'm still saying, in this economy, fuck us both. We gone.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you guys are
I'd say,
offered.
like,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, like, once you like clear out the bats, you could just reach right in.
It's like the fucking Scooby-Doo opening when the bats come out of the cave.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck no.
You know, I've asked that question to probably over 100 people at this point, and still to this day, only one guy has ever even said he's gonna spit on his hand first. So that guy definitely cared about grandma the most.
No, bro, I'm saying I care about grandma the most because I give her a hug and say, we don't have to pay rent no more.
Although bringing grandma back to life, that is a technological game changer. Like, people don't have to fear death anymore if they can just readily bring people back to life.
Yeah, think about the consequences of that. Suicide bombers all of a sudden coming back.
all I can think of is
I'm back for revenge.
all I can think of is that scary. I think it was Scary Movie 4, where they're in the middle of the street and all the people are coming up the street. And he's like, "They got grandma!" And he sits there and he sucker punches her in the face.
He throws her down the sewer.
Oh god. You guys, you're offered the powers. We broke him.
He's still recovering.
You're offered the powers of God. And the only caveat here is that you can only use those powers while you're third knuckle deep inside of your mother. Now, a lot of people have told me, "Oh, I'll just erase my own memory." God is omniscient. You can't erase your own memory. You could erase hers. You are God. But, yeah, you can only use the powers while you're third knuckle deep inside your mother. Do you take the powers?
Yes.
Good answer.
Well, think about it. If you're God, you can make your mother anybody.
Oh.
Just imagine being.
Yeah, but it's still your mother. You can make her look like fucking Carmen Electra. It's still your fucking mother.
I don't care if I'm third knuckle deep in Mila Kunis right now.
Nah, no, I'm giving up. I no longer have the power.
Yeah, hard no. No.
Yes.
Yeah, you just gotta make a plan first. Change the world to your liking and make yourself an orphan real quick. Everything's good.
My first act of business.
No, I got a stipulation that you probably haven't thought of.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm adopted.
Okay, it would be the mother you love the most. It'd be whichever one you love more. Okay, then use fucking dealer's choice.
In that stipulation, I still say 3 knuckles deep in my mom because I have no personal attachment to either.
Beautiful. Well, I mean, not beautiful for the rest of your life, but in this scenario.
It's poetic.
So, while we're still talking about your two moms, would you guys rather eat a dead skunk off the side of the road or your mom's pussy?
Dead skunk.
Dead skunk.
Dead skunk, and with that, I'm getting a drink.
All right, we'll wait for you. Now, people have asked me if they can cook the skunk, and it's roadkill. It's the side of the road. You gotta eat the hair. You don't have to eat the bones.
Do you have to eat the sack? The sack.
100%. That's the most important part.
Skunk.
Joker Juice says both, "I love my grandma, so I'm strapping on some gloves and going in," and also, "So lovely you aren't close with your moms."
It must be nice.
Lucky.
Okay, this one is like a palate cleanser because of those last three. This one is a lot more gentle, but it's still a lot of fun. So you're at a wedding with most of the people that you know and love and care about. And your job at the wedding is to operate the slideshow. And while you're doing it, something goes terribly wrong, and it shows one of two pictures that you really don't want to see. Now, the first picture is you funneling Wendy's chili into your own asshole. And the second picture is you spraying the chili back out of your asshole. Which picture are you showing at the wedding?
Funneling, there's less explaining to do.
Okay, I respect
You know
it.
what? I'm picking the one where it's getting funneled in.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You got one,
And,
Coffee?
and you know what? I will never be hitting a next button so fast in my life.
Just subliminal messaging.
And then of course, like, somebody's gonna be there with their fucking where like it scrolls by with like a quarter of a second, and then it's Leonardo DiCaprio whistling, like pointing at the screen.
With all your luck, it's been live streamed to like Facebook and all your closest family too.
Almost. What mic are you using on Discord right now? Because you sound way different than you sound in streams.
I'm using the same mic.
Are you sure? If you check your voice and video settings, it's not like defaulting to your webcam or something like that?
I'm gonna say right now that I'm too drunk to check any of those settings.
Okay.
And remember any of these words that you said tonight.
Okay. That might be for the best. A lot of people don't want to have to remember this.
It might be through my headphones, which might make it sound clearer, which might make me sound queerer, but that's okay. I swing both ways.
There you go. We're fine with however you want to swing.
And I need to swing towards the fridge for more beer.
We will give you a moment.
No, answer your question. Here.
Okay. So, this one I skipped earlier, so I want to bring it back. It's one of my favorites. Your doctor tells you that you only have 2 weeks to live, but you can save your own life by packing 2 pounds of fruit into your ass every day. What kind of fruit do you choose?
For how long? Like the rest of your life?
At least a year.
That's a good question.
Let's say a year. It is his headphones, because we heard him.
I'm going to say, let's do... That's a fruit, right?
What's a fruit?
Cucumber.
Cucumber, okay.
The 2 pound cucumber. Holy shit, this man is great.
Say, average weight of a cucumber, I'm gonna Google right now.
What fruit would I choose?
Well, a 2 pound blueberry would still be fucking huge. So.
No,
cucumber.
It's not a 2 pound blueberry. It's 2 pounds worth of blueberries.
It's a 2 pound blueberry.
I love
It's gonna look like a fucking Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. I love the way he thought about that, though.
So,
I like that.
I would say blueberries is the best answer, but according to this,
I would say what kind of fruit? I would say something like raspberries or blueberries or
yeah, because they kind of squish
like
and just find a home, right? You might not even notice they're in there.
The seeds might irritate you, but
yeah, it looks like an 8-inch cucumber weighs about half a pound. So you'd need 4 8-inch cucumbers if you were going with cucumbers.
He's a brave man. Braver than I.
A lot of people try to get funny and say pineapple or watermelon, but I just don't believe it.
No, I would pick, like, I even thought maybe like cherries or something like that, but cherries are, like if you get the black cherries like from the produce aisle, those are pretty hard. There's really no squish in those. So yeah, like raspberries or blueberries or something like that.
Joka Juice is saying grapes. Now I've done the math on this and I'm pretty sure it's either 80 or 120 grapes. Let's Google this again.
Somebody get the chili funnel from the wedding.
How many grapes in a pound? 80 grapes in 1 pound. So you're looking at 160 grapes up the old poop chute. That's a lot of grapes.
Imagine them coming back out though. It's gonna be like a freaking
fucking shit machine
gun.
That
just sounds like one long anal bead.
Fucking Grandpa hit the deck. Grandpa's having Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, by the time you were done, you'd be coughing grapes up.
You'd have so many grapes up your ass, you could taste them.
Yep, exactly. So, guys, my next question to you is, if you had to spend the rest of your life either wiping your father's ass every time he shit and he will live longer than you,
buy happiness. Look at the fucking
or
smile on my face.
you spend the rest of your life changing your mother's tampons every time she has a period and she will live longer than you and never go through menopause in this situation. Which would you rather do? And Jim, thank you for the bits once again.
I'm going to say period because that's once a month versus every fucking day.
Fair enough. That's a good way to look at it.
That is a good way to look at it. That might be a game changer for my opinion here.
Yeah. Now, and also tampons typically have like a little a little
string.
fucking thing. No, not that, just that, but the little
Dude.
applicator. So you don't necessarily have to make contact. You're gonna
But
see
you
some
have to make
horrible
eye
things.
contact.
Yes, you do. You're gonna be making eye contact with your mom's one-eyed monster. The face coffee thing.
Tampon 1 week versus every fucking day.
And it's faster. Maybe more traumatizing, but wiping an ass isn't exactly quick.
Yeah.
Once you have kids, it all looks the same.
I hate that there are levels. Why must there be
I guess I'll go with the tampon thing.
Nobody enjoys that one.
tampon, I guess. It's a little, oh god. Oh no. What a horrible.
Well, I mean, who enjoys changing tampons?
Coffee man, anybody ever tell you remind me of Gassy Mexican?
Of who?
Gassy Mexican? I'm not familiar.
He's a YouTuber.
Oh,
You look very much like him.
nice.
No, I think
I'm pretty gassy.
you look like you belong on like Impractical Jokers or something.
It's the backwards hat for sure.
Yeah, they call me T, man. They call me fucking K. They call me fucking Jupiter Chopper too. I'm
Tell her
gonna
she smells. Tell her she smells.
pull the tampon out with your mouth, Mayor.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait, can I make this interesting? If I yank the tampon out hard, does it like does my mom start spinning like a fucking Beyblade?
Maybe. You gotta really let it rip.
Like if I can get some comedic relief out of the situation, I'd be.
The only problem is if you do that, now there's fucking blood in a perfect circle around the room. Oh god. It's like a fucking impressionist painting.
And for anybody, don't worry about the cough. When I was a kid, I had bronchitis, and that's just how my cough is. I had bronchitis.
That's all good. So, guys,
If you're worried about my coughs, I smoke a lot of weed, and I'm probably smoking weed.
fair enough. So, guys, a mad scientist, this is a bit of a palate cleanser, too. A mad scientist offers you any power you want in the world. The only caveat to the power is that it cannot counteract the side effect, being that for the rest of your life, whenever you take a shit, it comes out of your like your tear ducts like long pieces of shit spaghetti. Do you accept the powers?
See, I have contemplated this one. I've watched the ButtCast a couple times. I've contemplated this one.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I accept those fucking powers.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Oh, fucking yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
I really respect your answers because a lot of people try to go no right off the bat, and I tell them like, I don't know about you, but I typically shit in complete privacy. Nobody knows it comes out my ass.
Yeah, because
Like,
I imagine that like if even if you're shitting out your eyes, there's got a feeling that you recognize that I got a shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And you go into a bathroom or whatever.
Yeah, unless you ate Taco Bell, you're not going to shit accidentally.
Nobody said you have to use your powers for good. You never said I have to be a superhero. I could be a super villain. Getting out your eyes would strike fear in all of your enemies, and I choose the supervillain route. Let me take over the world.
You know, Cabbage Night just got a lot more fun too.
You know, I was about to say,
got somebody you don't like, just I stream shit onto their front doorstep.
You know you're about to rob a bank, go eat Taco Bell so it comes out more filling.
Yeah. Dude,
Joka brings up a good point though.
No, you're immune. You have superpowers. Now, I've always said to people, if I had superpowers, I would be a supervillain too. There's no fucking way I'm being a hero. But nobody's ever suggested to you to weaponize the eye shit before.
Innovative.
No, I can honestly say I don't think I would be a hero because I actually had a thought about this today because I thought maybe like a super thing might come up with the podcast, and I was sitting there like everybody wants like flight, super strength, you know, they want, you know, the Marvel or DC, you know, span of abilities, and I was like I want something like osmosis. I want to sleep on a text and immediately absorb all the information. I can become a literal nuclear physicist overnight.
Yeah,
dude. I
can make 7 digits a fucking year.
Dude. Okay, how do I hire him to be my Amazon? Like that's like perfect.
I once had a guy tell me the power he wanted was to be able to shit out of his eyes.
all that's coming to mind now is the old Dane Cook's. I don't know if anybody remembers the Dane Cook skit where or the superpower is spaghetti coming out of your face.
Out of your what?
You just shoot spaghetti at people.
Is it cooked?
It is cooked, so it's floppy and.
It sounds useful.
Dude, that's threatening. That's threatening. You just tell people this is good.
Or you just
because face it, nobody wants to be covered in spaghetti.
You marry an Italian and.
I mean, we are in 2023. I guess I shouldn't. Point, but.
Dude, you'd take over California quick if you just said these are good noodles.
Oh boy. Okay, guys, you wake up after a horrific car accident, and the doctors tell you that they were able to save most of your body, but they couldn't save your genitals. The only option they have for you is to replace your penis with a vegetable of your choosing. What kind of vegetable are you choosing, and why the fuck do you have a blowtorch right now? Are you doing dabs?
You're hiding genitals.
Are you doing dabs?
He's replacing his genitals with a blowtorch.
That's not a vegetable.
No, but if he tries it, he might become a vegetable.
Yeah. I've never liked doing dabs for the pure.
Are we talking like Christopher Reeve's vegetables or?
No, you can't have Superman for a penis. That doesn't count. Oh man, I don't like dabs because like I don't ever want to be higher than usual and with a blowtorch in my hand.
I feel like if we combined a lot of these questions, we'd be like the discount $1 million man when they try to rebuild him.
Yeah.
We're literally we're the Five Below $1 million man.
Yeah. You're the million yen man.
Can I be the happy bro, man? The Bitcoin man.
So, what kind of vegetables are we taking for penises?
Let's see. Ones that come to mind, like butternut squash has a certain genital design to it.
Fair.
Of course, zucchini, cucumber.
So wait, what is this question? Just what vegetable would I replace my cock with?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Vegetable.
The only thing that's dangerous with the butternut squash is that they're typically very girthy. I don't think anybody's taking a butternut squash.
Oh, I think
You see,
somebody
with the
is.
butternut squash, though, you got that weird hourglass shape.
Yeah.
That's why I said spaghetti. You got kind of a more girthy middle.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I often, when I ask this question to women, they'll be like, well, there's not a good one for women. And I'm like, dude, spaghetti squash. You got all those strings. It would have like a car wash effect. I think guys would really like you.
It's an internal scrubber.
Yeah.
See, if you're a woman, you have to choose kiwi.
All right, I'm gonna pick a squash. I guess
Because it's a little furry.
That makes the most sense.
Which?
A squash.
Okay. See, Joker's going with the squash too.
Trying to think of like the most painful vegetable.
The rhubarb.
Does a cactus count as a vegetable?
It seems more fruit-like.
It's a fruit. Because they got cactus fruit.
Pears or cactus pears, yeah.
Yeah.
I choose.
I love how this has turned into a round table of debate over one fucking vegetable.
I object, good sir. I guess I'll choose.
You know what? At grocery stores, they got those carrots that are like really girthy and sold individually for some reason. You know what I'm talking about? Like they got the pointy carrots and then they got those fucking like
the good roast carrot.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to think if there's like a fucking
a spiky vegetable.
No.
Here's something too.
A large pepper. A large spicy pepper.
Oh shit.
Does the vegetable rot, or is it just an everlasting vegetable?
Yeah, like it stays fresh because it's like rooted in you, right? Like
okay.
I choose baby carrot, but the sweet kind, like the sweet baby carrots. So it at least has a redeeming quality.
Can you reshape the carrot? Absolutely not.
Coffee Man's gonna be the menace at the nudist beach.
Yeah, I would pick I think I'd go with a green bean because I've always wondered what it would be like to have a bigger penis.
The only thing I was thinking is that, like, I don't know what kind of cucumber it is, but there's a cucumber that has like the little knobs on it.
Oh,
like the little tiny ones.
Knobbed for her cute, knobbed for her pleasure.
Yeah,
even though like I don't know, I guess they would. I don't even know what you would call those, but like usually the ones that they like sell for pickling.
Joker's over here being a menace, calling baby cucumber, baby carrot penises cute.
Yeah.
See, I'm on to something. See,
never call a penis cute. God damn it! There's nothing more emasculating than calling a person's penis cute.
That's why. That's why
Cute
it's always
would be the best thing I've ever heard about my penis.
Yeah. Well, you know,
because all I can think of is in Frozen when Olaf they have his backwards and it's just the little tiny thing sticking out and he's like, oh, it's cute. He's like playing with his nose. That's all I can fucking see.
They've never called mine cute either, but they also always just say it's a good size while not making eye contact.
Yeah, I can feel something.
So guys, a supervillain is going to destroy the world very slowly and very painfully. Everyone's gonna die a horrible death.
I was just about to say he can have it.
That is an option. That is an option. but you can save the world, and you have two avenues with which you could save the world. You either go down on your father or have your mother go down on you. Which do you choose, or do you let the world die?
The world can die. Sorry, guys. I love you all, but the world can die.
Blowjob's a blowjob, so I choose neither.
Oh my god.
The furious typing, I feel like somebody is like categorizing or cataloging all of the
I hope that's what he's doing,
Just making the FBI file.
Yeah, somebody's ended up on his list.
I hope that's what he's
I'm
doing.
building my case.
I hope he's keeping.
I'm building my case in case I get brought to court for my answers.
Well,
I would like to change my answer to whatever he says.
Someone did suggest to me that I should start keeping track of answers, because they think that I could like compile them and then do it again like Family Feud. Be like, top 5 answers on the board. Survey says he wants a sweet baby carrot.
Show me baby
Survey
carrot,
says Survey says you all need therapy.
Oh, and the greatest thing is that if anyone, holy shit, yeah, the answers you can just Steve Harvey face everything. You know?
I gotta just shave the beard and leave the mustache. Obviously, we're not gonna do blackface. That's a little too far.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't suggest that.
So
you just need like a card. You just need like something like this to pretend you're reading off of, and then when like someone says the answer, you can just be like, "Oh," just like throw it and be like, "We're all going to hell." That would be fun. Yeah, that would be a good way to like relayer this, because like if we have enough, people in your ButtBoi Industries backdoor Discord, we could just kind of get a bunch of data from all the listeners.
Just like post it as a real survey, like get them to just submit written answers.
You know what? You would have to do it anonymously though, because then people could just like,
really answer.
Like, I know what yeah, just go and check it and be like, we know what the number one answer is already. You gotta have it.
All I can think of is when I was in college, I actually met the guy who created SurveyMonkey. And all I can think of is him seeing this survey on SurveyMonkey and going, "This is not what I designed this
Well,
website for."
it sounds like
the creators of Reddit thing.
It sounds like he might have designed it for much more racist reasons. So I think what we're doing here is a lot more respectable. Now, you guys both chose not to be heroes in the last question. And that's everyone's prerogative. You decide what kind of man you are. This next question, you have an opportunity to make a morally correct choice or a morally defunct choice. And that is...
Oh, boy.
I choose morally defunct no matter what.
This question is not mine. I don't know who wrote it, but it has been on the internet before. But I love it so much that I still ask it. Your mother and your girlfriend switch bodies, and the only way to save them is to have sex with one of them. Do you have sex with your mother in your girlfriend's body or your girlfriend in your mother's body? And I guess for both of you, it's actually wife. But which would you choose?
Ooh.
Funky Friday.
Fucked up Fridays, more like it.
The fucked up part is you supposedly marry your mother. Your wife looks more like your mother than anything, psychologically speaking. So no matter who you choose, you're technically, in Freudian mind, fucking your mother, which constitutes the correct answer being fuck your mother while your girlfriend's inhabiting your body.
That's the morally correct answer. You fuck your girlfriend in your mother's body. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? Because then you don't put your mother through that. You put yourself through it. And I'm sure your wife would be pretty happy about it, too. It's the morally correct answer.
Your mother, then you're fucked.
Nah, but come on. We're all pretty old here. I don't think any of our mothers are still fertile.
All I'm saying is that I have active shooters in the building.
He got them swimmers. They are ready to
I'm
go.
just saying, the last time I did it, I ended up with a baby.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, my wife won't let me hit it.
Didn't you get married last week?
Yeah.
Well, you got to consummate it, or you can take her to court. You got to consummate the marriage, or you can take her to court.
No, like I told her, the day I go for a divorce, I'll just be able to say consummate. I didn't consummate this wedding, even though it's been 30 years. That's what happens when you're married.
Well, congratulations on the wedding or the marriage.
Guys, I've got one that I like to end the podcast with. If you guys want some viewer questions after that, I'll be happy to ask them to you. But this is the last official one, and it is also the only other one on the podcast that I didn't write. I got this watching Ari Shafir on Your Mom's House podcast. I don't know if he wrote it or not, but it goes like this.
I like it.
It's Christmas Day, and you're there with all of your family, like your loved ones, all the people you care about in life. They're all at your house, and you've just finished Christmas dinner. Everyone's having a wonderful day, and now you have to take them all into the living room and sit them down and pop a VHS in the old VCR there and show them one of two tapes. Now, the first tape is you completely naked and you masturbate to completion. You're front row center and coming in front of grandma. But the second tape, you get to keep all your clothes on, but you're there front row center again, and 8 homeless men masturbate to completion onto you. Which tape do you show your family?
So you're asking if I want to show them a typical Thursday night or a typical Friday.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, but before I answer this, does everybody know what a VHS is?
Yeah.
Are we aging ourselves here when we say VHS?
You would have to say DVD nowadays.
Okay. So then they're still like, oh, that's some old shit. You pop in a Blu-ray, a pirated Blu-ray that you got at the convenience store.
You got it off Movies Anywhere. Pirated off the torrent bay.
I said VHS so that you knew it was 480i tops.
You know what? I'm showing them because I like spending the holidays with pretty much myself. I'm showing them the video of me so I don't have to deal with them next year.
There you go.
Nobody's ever going to come over to my house for Christmas again.
I'm going to show them the video of myself autoerotic asphyxiation or whatever it's called. That way they may pay for my therapy.
Oh, the long con. The long con.
I guess the homeless people, because, you know, it's like the season of giving. Like, it was like a charitable kind of Christmas gift.
Yeah.
They're making it snow. It's snowing on Christmas.
This is what I did for the community this year.
We call that a very Merry Christmas.
This brings community outreach to a different level.
As long as you're not reaching out.
The weather outside is frightful.
Jim, the non-binary
But
king
the
said they were
David
leaving,
is
so
delightful.
I think that's an auto clicker you're seeing. Oh man, that is good. Do you guys want a couple viewer questions? Joka Juice actually asked me a really good one this afternoon.
All right, let's hit it. Let's round it out for another 20 minutes if we can.
Okay,
It's
well,
time for viewer questions.
Joka Juice earlier today wanted to know
I'm holding it up.
if you had to choose between having fingers as long as your legs or legs as long as your fingers, which would you pick?
Oh, fingers as long as my legs.
That's what I said. I said finger game strong.
Hands down, fingers as long as my legs.
Fingers, legs as long as your fingers, and then I would be in the Snow White movie, and I would make millions.
Oh, dude, I would be the perfect actor to portray aliens in alien movies.
Dude,
Just imagine those fingers wrapping around door frames and shit.
buddy, yo, almost natural.
Those fingers are enticing because, I mean, you wouldn't have to be sitting next to a bitch to finger. But
Can I see your rusty spoon?
legs as long as your fingers, because
Deep
then,
cut reference.
but with legs as long as your fingers, you end up in Snow White, you end up in fucking Bad Grandpa, any Christmas movie.
Also, you would,
that's money.
Isn't that the whole controversy though right now? Is that there weren't any real dwarves cast in that Snow White movie, so you'd be fucked.
yeah.
I swear that's the whole
But you know what
thing
you
right
could be in? You could be in the live action South Park
I
movie.
didn't go back far enough.
If your
Yeah.
legs are as long as your fingers, you could be in a South Park movie for sure. You'd just be like bouncing around.
You could be like a stunt double for Danny DeVito. Is it living there?
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah. Yeah, because like otherwise, like I don't know why I'm getting like Slender Man vibes from having fucking fingers as long as your legs. Like, how that'd be so fucking awful. Like going places, like I don't know. Like that'd be the worst. At least like with super tiny legs, you could probably get away with like handicap parking.
Touching rusty spoons is
Well,
almost orgasmic.
Even if you just use the handicap parking with your short legs, that's still the fucking best parking, dude. Like,
That's what I mean.
have
That's
you
what I
not
mean.
ever been like, there's no parking around, but there's a handicap spot? If only I was fucking handicapped.
Let's think of it this way too. As far as pornography, hands down, you will be the best person to be using their fingers with multiple people.
Well,
I see what you did there.
if you had,
I see what he did there.
Think about it, like your fingers are like going like off. They're like 3 feet apart.
but hold on.
He's all like, hands down.
Yeah, hands down. If you had legs the size of your fingers, your hands would always be down.
That's true, but the weight of your fingers, your hands would have to be down anyway.
Yeah.
What if all your height comes from your head and you got short legs?
Well,
What if you already got legs the size of your fingers?
nobody has legs that small.
Hey, don't judge me.
I have seen you stand up several times tonight. Unless you're sitting on the floor with just like a fake back.
He took his chair apart. It's just the backrest that's propped up.
I'm loving the Danny DeVito background, by the way. So, guys,
It's pretty intense.
Minty wants to know if you had to choose between watching your parents have sex 1,000 times or just joining in once to make it stop, which would you pick?
Joining in, because at least I come.
At least I'd come. He brings it back to the first question he answered tonight. The goat, which was also a viewer question. What? How?
Yeah, beautiful. Comes full circle.
You know what? Join in. Join in just to put a fucking end to it.
Yeah.
I've had enough of this. We're done here. But you know what? Real life, when your kid busts in the room and you two are in the middle of something, it stops anyway. So I mean, that's a real life application.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So I haven't had that one yet. I got locks on my doors. And my wife's never in the mood.
Oh God.
It's a good PSA for marriage.
Wow.
Nothing will ever surprise you more like being in the middle of something than feeling tickling the bottom of your foot.
Guys, this one's one of mine
I just
again.
wonder why my dog is licking my toes.
This one's one of mine again. If you guys had to have a cock in your hand all day, would you rather it be your uncle's or your grandpa's?
Can I chop off my hands?
No.
That's intriguing.
Just like like butcher block knife. Just
No, you used your oar earlier, so.
That's
I wouldn't be able to
intriguing.
use the oar now anyway.
Because in the rare circumstances of me, I have an uncle who is underage. So in that case, I take uncle because I don't want to be a Chris Hansen special.
There you go. That's a really good reason.
Why don't you take a seat over here?
No.
No.
I know.
Why don't you have a seat?
No. I've seen that episode of South Park.
I calls you Chris Hansen.
Oh, probably Grandpa. I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna say Grandpa.
Okay.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Well, let's go with an easier one then. This is a two-parter that comes from an old friend of mine named Javelin. And
Whoa, this is more concentration than I can afford.
this is the first part is really easy. The second part is when it's going to start to get hard. The first part is just, what's your favorite fast food chain?
Wendy's,
This is gonna set me up.
Yep.
Wendy's, chilies and baked potatoes.
Okay, are there different? Is the second part of the question the same regardless of our?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like a different response, like Burger King versus McDonald's or Five Guys or Sonic or whatever.
It might change your second answer, but it's not going to change my second question.
I just go safe.
I usually don't think this hard at 2:00 in the morning. I'm usually sleeping now.
Jesus Christ, it's only 11.
I'm on East Coast.
Oh yeah, it's
Same here.
1:49 a.m. here.
All right. I'm gonna say Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Yeah, I said that last time.
Of course, you like Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Yeah.
Just
Five Guys
because they qualify as fast food because they're industry format, but it's like the best real burgers you're gonna get.
So true.
I'm going to say Five Guys does have good burgers, but Wendy's has the best fries.
I
And chili.
haven't tried American Wendy's, but Wendy's is pretty good.
Five Guys burgers first, Sonic second for burgers, and then for fries, Burger King. I've always been a fan of Burger King fries, then McDonald's, then Wendy's. I see that finger. It can be up all it wants.
It's for you to sit on. Burger King fries are atrocious.
I think a lot of it. I think a lot of it depends on where you are too, because there's like a lot of local restaurants that I will not eat at, but I will eat at that restaurant in another city.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd rather eat Red Robin fries.
Okay, so anyway,
I'd rather have that shit coming out of my
Okay,
eyes.
this part was
Right
supposed to
in
be
my mouth.
easy.
I'm laughing at. I'm like sitting here, like this is the funniest. Like
This is the most in depth.
No, this happens every fucking time because people are like, "Oh,
Joka, we
Like,
will get to your
everybody-
question.
I know Joka had. That's why if you saw earlier, I was like, I o-faced because that's such a good fucking question. That's
It
so
is,
funny.
but I need to. So Five
As
Guys.
long as
Five Guys.
Five Guys, Wendy's.
McDonald's.
I
I said
are like
McDonald's.
Okay.
the sewer trash.
The second
food.
part.
Yeah.
The second part
There's
is
a reason.
if you had to have sex with every menu item from that restaurant for everyone to see, or in complete privacy, put each of them up your ass, which would you choose?
Oh, I'm doing it in public. I want to be the menace.
Dude, have you ever seen anybody fuck a Frosty? That'd be my only fan like catchphrase. Fucking Frosties.
Either way, it's like good because the ice cream machine's always broken at McDonald's, so like it would be one less item for me to worry about.
Yeah, but McDonald's has a lot of stuff.
It's called.
But like the Five Guys burgers are so fucking juicy, you know you're gonna have a good time with that burger, regardless of if you're eating it or you're fucking it.
I'd like to change my first answer to Arby's if I'm fucking it. Because that roast beef looks good.
That's perfect.
No, I'm gonna keep Five Guys.
You know,
No, dude,
And I'll be a
fuck
public
Wendy's
menace.
chili on OnlyFans.
that question came from my friend Javelin because he once told us a story. It was an amazing story about how when he was a young man in his mid-teens, he was very horny and he didn't have any luck with the ladies. So he took to having sex with fast food items to try them out. And he stands by to this day that the limited edition flatbread chicken sandwich from Taco Bell is the best lay of his life. Like whether it's a real person or a sandwich. And
Never had clam chowder.
so I have tweeted at Taco Bell many times in the last year to bring it back, not just for him, but the way he speaks about it. I want to have sex with this sandwich because it just sounds wonderful.
Change.com, we got a petition to sign.
There is no story that I will listen to carefully. Story who is deeply in touch with their food.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
see, that reminds me of a story. When I was in high school in wrestling, we had a kid who said he literally fucked an Arby's roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
And to this day, I will never forget that.
I mean,
Hey, Spookamus.
They
It looks
thought
pretty
your
good.
meat.
what's Spooky doing awake?
Spooky had a gig today.
Oh, but still, it's
I've
like
got a
fucking.
question.
It's 7 a.m. there almost.
No, I'm almost.
Yes, you are almost, or at least you
I've got a
almost are.
question.
Yeah. What's your question?
And it's a bit of a palate cleanser because it does not revolve around fucking fast food
Yep.
for your cousin.
Or your mother.
Or finger banging your mother. Okay. Now, if you could get sponsored and paid by either these two companies, would you rather be sponsored by Pornhub or would you rather be sponsored by Pepsi Cola?
I think Pepsi, just because Pornhub got a little shady for a few minutes there, and I don't know if I want my name tied to that. Although I would really like to be sponsored by like a reputable pornography company. I was thinking today that I'd really like to be sponsored by Fuckwater, because it's a great name and they make great lube, and I think that they should be a sponsor of the Buttcast for sure. Just we're in the same lane.
Now, since we're talking about lube, have you ever tried the fucking A1 lube? The same people who make barbecue sauce make lube. And
it would really...
That's one cut of meat I'd like.
It would really depend on the sponsorship package. Like, are we just cutting it dry? Both are offering the same package. Like, you get 20% of X, whether it be ad revenue or whatever.
There is no difference. It comes down to your moral objection.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, that's why, like,
because everything Pepsi has going for them is Mountain Dew, and once they jumped in the liquor gang, I was out.
I didn't know they were in the liquor game.
Yeah, they have a spiked Mountain Dew now. I've never seen it in stores where I live, but it is available.
It tastes like shit.
I'm sure it does.
It tastes like shit. I love Baja Blast.
Baja Blast is so good.
But a Baja Blast with alcohol is terrible.
Well, it's not made for that. But if Baja Blast sponsored me, I'd be happier than the pig and shit.
You would just like the blast part.
Yeah,
I'd probably go with Pepsi. I'd probably say Pepsi.
I like the idea of having like on the side of
and I'm saying that as a married man.
Jim, thank you for the bits once again. He loves Baja Blast, apparently.
They want to put me on the bang bus ever.
Oh, no. I agree with you 100% with porn being cooler than Pepsi. It's just Pornhub kind of fucked up their reputation for a minute there. And, I'm a Canadian, so I don't want them fucking doing that shit in Canada like they did, but they seem to have cleaned up their act. But if it was just Bang Bros.
All respects to Canada, but if you guys would just take over the world, please.
No, I don't know. Our leader's kind of an idiot right now, and he's fucking us all. You guys don't want to pay Canadian prices for anything.
I just want to have to say sorry after everything. Sorry.
Fucking
really talk about your mother.
Yeah, but they'll still break your nose, but then they'll just say sorry after. It doesn't make it much better.
Sorry, eh?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, Joker Juice. Joker Juice wanted to know.
And drive you to the ER, have you all fixed up, and then be like, sorry.
Yeah, but your drugs still cost a ridiculous amount of money. It's just the doctor looks at you for free.
My drugs already cost a ridiculous amount of money. You know how much I pay for an ounce.
Fair enough. So Joker still wants to know, and that's a really good question. Would you rather give the first 90% of a blowjob or the last 10%?
90.
That's such a great percent. That's great question. Holy fuck.
It's a fantastic question.
Funny.
Well, you see,
waiting for you to ask that for fucking ever.
If you're talking about me, the first 90 is the last 10%. So
it starts with it finishes.
I'd say the first 90 because when I'm done, I want to look at the utter disappointment in their face and the frustration.
Well, I think someone else is doing the other 10%. I'm not sure. That's how I understood it. At least.
I just took it as it's gonna be a blue ball scenario where I don't finish and then they're stuck with it. and I just get to be a menace.
That's so funny.
The last 10%, and I'll tell you why. It's very, very simple. Because the first 90 is a long ass time to have a dick in your mouth. If you're just doing the last 10%, dude, you're gagging for like 15 minutes tops. Last 10. I don't care 100%.
Yeah, I mean that's a decent point. Like lengthwise, like a decent. It's like the short amount of time with a big fucking unfortunate ending for you, or
Yeah.
like 90% of work.
It also
And you avoid
implies
the
that
blast.
this is a 2.5 hour blowjob if 15 minutes is only 10% of it.
Yeah.
Literally 150 minutes is 2.5 hours.
Get your fucking head game on and finish him fast.
Hey, I didn't say the person before me was any good.
But still, you need 15 minutes.
I didn't say I was any good either.
If you know what you're doing, it shouldn't take that long.
I mean, you have a dick. You should be able to figure it out. You should be able to figure it out, Okay, guys. What's a stupid one to end it on?
I got one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got one, and it's not a palate cleanser. If you were an inch deep in your mom and your dad were an inch deep in you,
yeah. Everybody tries to ask me this question.
Come in your mom or have your dad come in you?
No, that's not. It's do you push forward to escape or do you push backwards to escape?
I'm switching it up.
That makes it harder.
That's what she said.
Because my answer to this question is always that I have a bit of a caveat, as does Cup of Coffee Man, because we have the same parents, but our father is gay and our mother is blind. So you slide forward and then be like, hey, who's that? Get off my mom. And
No, see, that's a caveat. But the fact is, your dad would be like, "Yes, I'm your mother, get your mother, get mother."
okay, that would be weird, but I guess I would still try to tell her that was someone else.
Now, here's the trick. If you move an inch further, your dad enjoys it. He moves an inch further, then you're stuck even further.
Well, then that's not a choice anymore.
Yeah, that's your fuck.
That's just your life now.
Well, technically, you're fucked either way.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't an other way in that scenario. It was just things get worse and then you die. Just
things get weird.
Like Pac-Man. Like just it gets harder and harder and then you die. But yeah, I gotta tell you, everyone tries to hit me with that every time, and none of them are ever ready for me to be ready.
That was a good one.
Would you guys rather have to spend the rest of your life pissing out of your eyes or
oh my god,
going blind every time? No, sorry. Would you rather piss out of your eyes every time you pissed, or every time you took a shit you went blind for 25 minutes?
Dude, I'd rather go blind for 25 minutes and make it fucking my wife a lot more bearable.
But how are you going to wipe your ass when you're blind?
You know where your asshole is, and you know where the toilet paper is. That's muscle memory.
No, yeah, but like,
unless somebody's aware of your condition and they're moving fucking paper around.
Unless,
but like, God invented the bidet.
Yeah, I have one of those too, but like, are you smelling the paper to make sure it's good? How do you know when you're done for sure? Sometimes you think you're done, and then you get a little surprised still.
See, I have a bidet installed.
I do too.
I don't have. I know chances are I'm pretty clean.
I mean, I have the tushy as well, but sometimes, you give yourself a blast and you think you're good, and you go check with the toilet paper, and you're like, oh, that was an oily one. I should probably give myself a second blast real quick.
Yep.
So, like, how do you know?
I'm just saying, if you go blind, you're not doing the laundry.
But it's only for 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's not like you're blind for the rest of your life.
When the laundry is being done, I'm blind. I can't figure out the controls of this shit. Literally, I'm obviously leaving tread marks. I can't control it.
Spookamus, I don't think that's how that works. Would you rather a forced spit roast with your parents or a forced spit roast with your parents?
Nice. I like that. May I pose a question to end this on?
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
All right. Would you, in a public setting, would you rather win a fight against a child or lose a fight against a child?
Oh, win.
Oh, win, absolutely. Win. These hands are rated E for everybody in that stance.
Being a parent, I'm going to have to say, lose a fight.
Or you know what? Let me rephrase this.
You lose a fight. Everybody else who's a parent is getting in on that shit to whoop this little bitch's ass.
I'm gonna rephrase it. Get knocked out by a child or knock out a child. So it's like not like if you get knocked out by the child, you don't have to get like charged with fucking like assaulting a kid. You just look like a massive pussy. But if you knock out a child, you're like the biggest asshole in the world.
Yeah, but
what's the number rule of Fight Club? We don't talk about Fight Club.
So either be a massive
I'm gonna knock him out. I've ran with that scenario, that question where they sit there and they go, you're in a room and you have, you know, how long do you last with endless waves of kids coming at you until they take you down.
Yeah.
Can I take?
Who says that little fucker is going down?
Spooky says, "Can I take a running
one-on-one? I can take 300. If it's like all of them at once, I can take about 3.
Spooky
you know
says,
what they have to do? Knock one down, grab him by the leg, and just start swinging him like a mace.
Yeah, and all they have to do is aim for the nut.
Yeah. Spooky says, "Can I take a running punt at the little cunt and fling him over the touchdown line?"
Hey. You can't say little. That's offensive.
Oh, God. That is a good one. I liked it. I think we
All right,
can...
speaking of the kick in the nuts thing, that doesn't work with me. I will send I'll send Butt a video link of me from years ago.
Okay, is this like a C&B kind of video?
I don't need to see
CBT,
video
a
on
little cock and ball torture. What's going on here?
No, nothing like that. Actually, I don't think I even have you in a message.
That's
yet.
okay, because I don't even think I have me.
I'm not a degenerate.
I am not a degenerate. I am not a degenerate. I am not a degenerate.
I got a good question. Would you rather end up on ridiculousness, where they show the fucking clips of you racking your nuts or whatever, or Chris Hansen's website?
The one where I'm not a pervert.
Yeah, the one where I'm not a fucking child diddler.
Right? Did you just say child diddler?
Yeah.
Great question.
Fantastic question. Let me answer you with Frank Reynolds' song. We don't diddle kids.
We don't diddle kids. Well, on that note, let's wrap this up before any other. Unless you have a good one.
I probably have some good ones, but let's see who's online, because we should send all this love on to somebody. Jim's online. Jim was the one throwing down bits today. So we're gonna send all of this love on to him. And he's currently hugging a cat.
Aw.
Oh, send it to him
whoa.
right away.
I like the pussy too.
Who doesn't like the pussy? So we're gonna send
Well,
all the
Sammy
love over to
doesn't like
Jim.
the pussy.
Anybody still in the chat, please give Jim as much, if not more, love as you gave us. Please follow the Gaming Gants. Please follow Almost Natural Gaming. Go check these guys out if you don't already, and if you don't already, that's a shame.
Don't follow me. I don't want nobody to know where else.
You gotta start streaming soon. Guys, thank you very much for being here. I love everyone in this room and in this chat, and send all of it to Jim. Peace out.
Absolutely. Take it easy, guys.
Bing,
Love you.
bing, bing.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that one. Remember to come back on June 15th to my channel, link down below, 11:30 p.m. Eastern for the birthday ButtCast. It's going to be much stupider, much more guest-filled, fun-filled than any of the things you've seen here so far. Maybe not more than the ones to come, but hopefully. So, see you then, and until next time, peace out.
Welcome to the ButtCast, where we talk about the things that make you laugh. With raunchy questions and a game so bold, it's time to let loose